What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa. What's new, pussycat?
Remix. The remix.
What's new, pussycat?
Hold on, I gotta go unlock a back door.
This is a song Frank has sung many times. This is one of Ronnie's favorite singers.
Yeah, I saw it in concert, buddy.
Yeah, I should just play this whole song.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you used to sing that to what the Sonny?
Yeah,
Was that's you sing it to Sonny?
that was his signature song.
You'd walk in the house. What's new, pussycat? Oh, right. Monday night. What's happening in the world of metal detecting? There's things going on everywhere.
I don't know. I've been away all day fixing plumbing. I walked in the door 2.5 minutes ago.
I know. Frank just walked in the door like boom, and he's there. So, well, I needed you. If you didn't start the show, then we wouldn't be able to have 3 people in here.
Yeah, I thought about that later, but I didn't even. I mean, literally, I didn't know if I was getting home in time. It didn't help that I took a wrong turn on top of the traffic, which was ridiculous. I took a wrong turn and pretty much had to drive all the way around the Great Tampa Bay.
You want to hear something funny, Ron? Frank called me earlier. He goes, "Dude, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm literally doing 7 miles an hour."
That's normal.
I said to him, "Well, yeah, why are you going so fast?"
Why am I going so fast? I got to slow down a little bit.
So,
Look here. Look.
Can't seem to get you guys on my phone.
huh?
I can't seem to get you guys on the phone.
I got everything rolling. I got YouTube up. Looks like we're broadcasting there. I got Detect America on Facebook up.
Oh, by the way, when they crashed our show last week, I thought it was the music.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the music. The platform failed because the beginning of the show is still up with the music on and everything. So
And the music, yeah,
it was just them. It just failed. The system failed.
you just like a pirate, dude. You pirate music and you're making money off of somebody else's talent, like you've been doing the rest of your other career.
Yeah, it's telling me I need to join the group. I don't understand this.
I don't know either, but oh Jesus, Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's very happy. I just took him out for a poop.
Yeah, I came home and hey, I was smiling afterwards too. I mean that happens.
They've been alone. They've been alone since this morning.
And Ronnie, what's going on in your world? Look, the notebooks back there. I see a bunch of sales written down.
New chair.
I like the red.
Hold on. Is that
Pinstripe,
one of them?
stripe.
Is that a gaming chair from?
It is a gaming chair from Staples.
From Staples. It's exactly the one I have.
Got speakers in it?
No. It's funny. I get these things, and they start out sitting real good and real fine. And I don't know what it is, but they all of a sudden they're like wait, why am I way back?
You have to tighten the screws.
When you're talking about springs, they have something called tensile strength, and if you exceed the tensile strength, they have a tendency to stretching out. I'm just saying, maybe you exceeded the tensile.
What are you getting at?
I'm just giving you the physics of a spring.
You're throwing something around over my weight on a recording.
Did the term weight ever come out of my mouth?
You know what? I think I got a defamation lawsuit.
I know.
Coming out, a defamation
against the chair, the company.
No, you calling me fat.
I never said that.
It probably is, but I never really leaned back too much. I don't know. I think my wife's been sitting in it.
Oh, that's probably what it did. Yeah,
that's what I got going on there.
She must have damaged it.
All right, so we're going to talk about this as the time gets closer, but I've got a little bit of news. It's really weird, but I was approached, and it's kind of funny because I got a call or I got a message would I want to go on a radio? And you know me, I don't do very many appearances, we'll say. But
From my hometown, no less, a radio show.
Yeah, right around the corner from Frank. That's what's pretty funny about it is, or his old house. And I'm going to be on a radio show in January 6th, promoting metal detecting. At which point I could probably say a lot of things about Frank, and he won't be able to defend himself.
I can sign in and listen. They do stream.
But no, they do, and they will. They'll stream it. The problem is it's going to be at 7:00 on a Monday night, so it'll probably preempt this show. And I don't know how much of our show I'm going to be on that night. Because it starts at 7. Who knows if it gets done at 8 or whatever. And then I can't just go, all right, dude, I got to go. I got to be like, thank you and hang out and, probably chat for a little bit. And then when I get in the car, I could probably sign on and talk about it if we want. If not, we could talk about it the week after. But I'm pretty psyched. I get to, it's a Southern New Jersey station, but he says that they broadcast all over, and maybe we could spread the good word of Detect America.
Yeah, the station is WVLT
92.1,
and you can go online no matter where you are. They stream.
Yeah, so anybody who might be a fan of mine out there, the whole two of you, is, and neither one of you guys.
I'll try and tune in if I can.
Well, you will. You guys will watch before the show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What do you mean you'll try and tune in if you can?
Well, I'll try and tune in to WVLT if I can.
And tell everybody what happened today. What the heck happened with you, man? I thought this was going to be a simple bada bing, bada boom.
Now, my son, who is a product of the 90s, had a leak in his valve for his toilet. It was just a little leak, a little drip. So I told him I'd come up in the morning and I'd replace it. We'd replace it.
And I said, it's like a 3-minute fix.
And it is. Usually it is. I mean, I had it cut out and I had the new valve screwed in, but we turned the valve on and there's water coming out from underneath his molding. So the valve was very old and decrepit. As a matter of fact, the previous owner of the house took a big blob of JB Weld and plopped it on there. I guess how they stopped it from leaking before he bought it.
So where was it leaking down to? What was underneath?
Well, there was nothing. It was leaking behind the wall. The pipe ran into the wall.
Right.
And I guess when they put his new floor in, they hit it and cracked the old PVC pipe.
Where the leak might have been going underneath that floor. What was underneath that floor?
It's a concrete-based floor.
So it was just leaking right there in the bathroom?
Yeah. So we had to cut the little piece out, cut the PVC, put a junction in, and then 3 trips back to Ace Hardware because we kept getting the wrong hose. But that was fine and good, except the fact that it took me 4 hours to get home.
Let me ask you a question. When you were fixing it, was your plumber crack hanging out?
Not at first. I had to adjust it so it would.
You got to. I mean, whenever you do that, you get how many? That is so hilarious. All plumbers do the same thing here.
My
ass crack hangs out.
My journey home was started off very, very slow because I-4 is first of all, and no offense to Floridian drivers, but
my heart bleeds.
Guys from Florida are horrible, absolutely horrible drivers.
Stop
horrible drivers.
Negative. You are the worst driver in the world. You have after what you did on that highway with me that night, you have no room to say anything about another driver.
Horrible. I don't know how everybody in Florida hasn't been killed.
Well, let me guess.
In a U-turn because in Jersey, and I'm not thrilled with Jersey highways, but in Jersey, they've outlawed circles pretty much, almost all of them. They've outlawed, you can't make U-turns on the highway. I live on a 6-lane, it's a 7-lane highway, 3 lanes and a freaking suicide lane. At the speed limit is 40 miles an hour. And you can make a U-turn anywhere. You don't have to get to the end of the road. You can make a U-turn any freaking place you want, and they do. Let me tell you what.
Tell someone who cares.
It's just
I have no sympathy for you.
the most
None.
horrible. I-4
No
is
sympathy.
I-4 is
Listen.
absolutely horrible.
I'm thinking more of you were the obstacle in the highway, because
Yeah, well, except the traffic was in front of me. So
no,
I don't know
did you pass anyone? Because you don't.
pass. How I pass? I could have passed him if I jumped out and went from roof to roof on foot. But it didn't help that I made a wrong turn, and like I was literally probably 20
What happened to
minutes
the?
home,
Wait
and
a
I
minute,
got
you
home
made
an
a
hour
wrong
and a half
turn.
later.
Well, you made a wrong turn. What happened to the GPS?
The GPS hooked me up, took me
Oh.
home. It just took me a really. I did find several neighborhoods that I will never ever go to again.
Is that the same GPS that told you to cross over 3 lanes of traffic, and that's when you stopped dead in the left lane? And
No, that's the same GPS that told me to go back 1,000 miles to the other state we were in.
oh, yeah, because you programmed it wrong.
Well, that's because you were bothering me. I couldn't pay attention.
Have you seen Ron? Do you know Ron's here?
I'm here. I'm just reading the chat. Everybody's yapping tonight.
Yeah, Ron, I can't have any sympathy for him living in Florida.
Yeah.
He's breaking my stones.
Look, I got dye. I got the
What the
crap
hell?
of the PVC dye all over my hands.
So, well, it's good you went up there and helped your son.
Yeah, and I brought him some of his trinkets from home. We split up my father's 100-year-old electric train set, and he's got it around his tree.
All right, I'm throwing this out there. I'm pulling the pin on the hand grenade, throwing it right in there. 12/1/22.
I don't know. I've been away all day.
I have not heard a word from MindLab at all. So I think it's a
I
bunch of hype.
watched the video. Someone posted it in Facebook,
Just a bunch of hype.
and somebody thinks they're going to come out with a CTX2, the better the second time around.
Oh yeah, because that makes sense before you release the Manicore to re-release your flagship machine. I'm
Right.
sure
Yeah.
that
Right.
won't hurt sales too bad.
What? I don't know. Are Manicores being shipped, Ron? Have you heard anything? I
Nothing.
don't know.
Nothing. I thought the announcement about that 12/1 was going to be that they're going to start shipping them to the distributors, but I haven't heard anything. I just think it's another crock of crap that they do all the time just to keep you hanging.
But what is this second time around? Better second time? I mean,
It's just the way they play games. It's like, hey, don't spend your money on anything else because we're coming out with something new.
and you know what?
And they probably are coming out with something new, but I mean, it's just,
You know what? Frank will be friggin' glued to the computer that day.
Here's my question. I understand that they're selling that they got a two for one deal going. If you buy one of their expensive machines, you get another machine. If you buy a GPZ, you get a Monster 1000. I don't know what the other ones are. I get that. That's the good things come in twos. I understand that.
That's a possibility. They're just doing that because their competitors are all dropping their prices. So they, as you notice, they start to drop their prices. And the competitors, they're not offering anything with the price drop, but MindLab is having specials offering pinpointers or a coil with that.
Yeah, coils
lower
for the
price.
brought the Knox or something.
So it's just a marketing game. It's a marketing game. That's all it is.
I gotta believe that all those twos mean something. Has to mean something.
Who knows? I mean, we don't hear nothing. So it's like I say,
And why is that? I don't get it. I mean, that's the part I don't understand. Why
it's always been, hey, let's announce something 6 months before we're going to come out with it. Okay, and then they build the hype up, build the hype up. And it just keeps people stimulated. And again, it's a marketing. It's a marketing ploy.
you think it chases anyone
You
away?
want to call it propaganda? Might be a better choice of words.
I forgot. Never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So less than a week ago, the new video was released by that engineer dude that's traveling all over the world with the Manticore. And he was asked, and this was like 4 or 5 days ago, he was asked, same question again. He goes, when's the release date? When can we expect it? And he said, less than a week ago, he goes, well, we're shooting for the end of November. He said, but it might be, beginning of December. That's what he said a week ago.
Well, I think they'd like to get them out before Christmas, just in case.
If they do, they're not gonna get a lot out. They'll get some out.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is what they don't. Not that they even care, but when they do stuff like this, they put a lot of pressure on the dealers because my phone's ringing off the hook with everybody asking, "Hey, when is this Manticore coming? Did you hear anything?"
Yeah, I know.
I mean, come on. I got things to do. I mean, the customers are anxious, and God bless them. It's good that they're calling me, but it's this kind of nonsense from the marketing team that causes the dealers to have to deal with a lot of unnecessary stuff.
I think just tell everybody December 1st, and when they don't show up, they're like, "Oh, Minelab lied to me."
I got an idea, Ron.
True.
Forward all your calls to Frank's phone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's what I need is more.
But it was the same thing with the Equinox. They strung that along for so long.
They really did.
I mean, if they weren't ready to release it, they should have just not announced it so soon.
That's the thing. That's the thing with me. I'm a little more of, how do I put it? It kind of makes me think that I picture them not having any of these things ready to go. And the dealers get, I don't know, if you got 4 of them, I don't know, whatever you guys got when you got the Equinox, like a box of 4. It's like, do you have them? Don't you have? It makes you start to think that they're unorganized behind the scenes, in my opinion.
I don't think it's a question of organization. If anything, they're very organized. Like I said, what the point is, they probably release so many because what happens if they get them out there in the public and they find there's a problem?
Well, this is my question. This is what I kind of think. So they were talking about this thing 2 months ago. There was one in a couple of them in England, and then Debbie had one here in the States. It was after that I started to hear, oh yeah, well, it's not done. Final tweaking. We're tweaking, still tweaking. I think maybe they got some feedback and maybe they're tweaking it. But
what, with the Manticore?
I think the Manticore was due out.
Not many people have them.
No, no.
Nobody has them.
Well, I mean,
the testers were out.
What do you mean? How many testers really had them?
There are people that have them that you don't know who are their testers.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I personally know one here in the United States, which I'm not allowed to talk about. But he is a tester for them, and that's just one of the. I mean, that I know.
I think the feedback they got maybe could have been.
What's that?
You froze up.
Yeah. I said I think it was supposed to be out. They got delayed because I think they had some feedback. They had to tweak it. And again, I'm going by the engineer who a week ago said they're shooting for the end of November.
Well, that's almost every machine. Every machine's like that. Not just Minelab. They put a machine out and they get the feedback, and then they work with it, I guess. Huh?
Well, I can understand the point not wanting to release them until they're right, and maybe that's the reason why they don't push out so many. And I'm just talking off the top of my head. They don't want to put 10,000 out there in a month, only to find out they got a problem. They got to pull them back. So maybe they leak out 300 or 400, and then see how things are going. Because really, I can't imagine them not building enough inventory when they know
prior to
6 months ago or 3 months ago.
And for all you guys who aren't going after the Minelab, there's a lot of manufacturers offering deals, man.
It's actually a very good season to buy metal detectors because everybody is discounting. That never happens.
I mean, I was up I went in and sat with Delek and those guys over at Dema, and she goes, yeah. And she told me that the price cut on the Legend. I think did they price cut the Simplex too?
I don't think they price cut the Simplex. They Legend though they not only cut it out across the board, but they introduced a new Legend, which is
Right.
basically a Legend with no headphone option at all.
Yeah, just the base, just the core machine.
It's $429. I mean, Jesus, for a multi-frequency
For a
machine.
For what? Which one? Which one? The
It's the Legend, but
the
it's
Legend.
the plain Legend. There's nothing with it. You get the Legend, the charger, maybe a hat. I don't even know if they put a hat in the box.
Maybe a hat. You maybe a hat.
Listen, if you didn't get a hat, let me know because I got about 450 of them here.
Yeah.
Well, we know a lot of people want to get into this hobby kind of cheap. And you know what? I got to tell you something. I believe, like, how we watch the cars and commercials and they give the Mercedes has a bow on it and they act like people buy a Mercedes for Christmas. People actually do buy other people metal detectors for Christmas. So yeah, they're looking to buy a very low priced entry level machine for a family member, a relative, a significant other, and so that the person can see what metal detecting's like. And of course, you're not going to want to spend $1 million. So, and then maybe the company's giving those little price breaks help get people closer to that number. I'm just saying. Ronnie, you get a lot of phone calls from people saying, look, I want to buy my dad one for Christmas, or I want to buy Steve a new 3030 for Christmas.
we get we get a lot of calls. I mean, not so much, that's a really tough gift to buy for somebody.
Big League Tip is saying he gave 2 away for Christmas.
My father always wanted a metal detector. And he's been always talking about it. So, we want to get it. Yes, I do hear that. But a metal detector, again, and that's an entry level. But the guys who have better metal detectors, on occasion, maybe the wife will call up and say, yeah, my husband's been talking about this. I want to get this as a surprise, but not as frequently because it's really a personalized gift.
Do me a favor. If my wife calls you and says she wants to buy a metal detector, hang up on her immediately.
Like the center one.
Hang up on her immediately. And then there's kids. Everybody wants to buy something for a kid to use. They don't want to spend a lot of money because, it's for a kid and it throws some coins in the yard. So a lot of those are,
Think about this.
For.
You get a young kid, let's say, all right, not too young, but let's say somebody that's 12 or 13. Years ago, you'd spend $250.
Oh, you buy them everything.
A nice entry level machine. It would work. Now you can get a top end machine for $429.
Yep,
it doesn't make any sense.
That was the going rate when the Ace 250 came out. It was 250, right? 250, something like that. Yep. The Ace 250.
No, I'm kind of talking they want to buy them for their 8-year-olds. You know what I mean? Not a 50.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good detectors out there for that.
Yeah.
Listen, people laugh, but I tested that mini horde, and I got to tell you,
it's a good machine.
I kind of like the smiley faces and the frowny faces, but
you like walking around
that machine found stuff.
You liked walking around on your knees testing the machine out.
That was the hard part. That machine found stuff. So, I mean, the base, even the baseline quality of beginner machines, kids' machines, it's gone way up.
That's another person. If my wife calls you, make the law, hang up on her. You sit there going, if my wife calls you, run that car till it starts smoking. That's what he would do to me. My wife called him in, there would be fire coming from that credit card with him. It's all right. I'll call the credit card company and say it's fraud because she has no permission to use my card. And I say that here.
If she has access to it, she can use it.
What now, Ron? If others, let's say, because we have a lot of couples married people that are on our page. There's not. Sometimes they come in pairs on this page. So
Absolutely.
if I'm thinking of calling the Gold Digger to, get my wife, husband, significant other, however it goes in 2022 nowadays, a gift. What are some of the other, we'll say maybe other things you can suggest as a gift?
Well, if they already have a detector, I mean, we have all the accessories. We got the scoops, we got the knives, we got the shovels, we're pretty well stocked. I know there was a while there where we couldn't get our hands on shovels. We got shovels now, pretty large amount of shovels. We've got all the accessories that are needed for the detectors. Extra coils if they're looking to get something really nice, want to spend a couple $100 on a nice coil for their the significant other or whoever. I mean,
know
there's
you
a
have
lot of great options.
a large selection of pouches, the shovels, the scoops. I am very happy. I was out using it again. I'm very happy with that NTD double G scoop, whatever you sold me.
Yeah, me
Yep.
too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
RTGs,
And that's the KG and Ringy shovel.
the shovel. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I really like that. I got to admit that's nice.
yeah, that's a good shovel.
What else we got? I know you've got books. Listen, we had Andy Savage on the show. We got a lot of Andy Savage books that are inexpensive for people.
Oh, there's that ugly box and that ugly book I heard so much about.
That's right.
Listen, the ugly box makes a great gift. And
Santa's sleigh is bringing a pile around here right now.
Yeah, we need them. I think I got one on the shelf.
So they're loaded up with that. That makes a good gift for people. I'm sure you're suggesting those.
Aquatech.
What else are we suggesting?
Yeah, like headphones.
Yeah.
That's a plus. We've seen. I mean, I'm really shocked with the economy as bad as it is. All of a sudden, the metal detectors are taking off. I think I sold 4 today. So it's. I mean, considering that
We're all
the
going to get rich.
economy is what it is.
And it's just near Christmas, so people aren't spending so much money on themselves as so that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with that. I had a gentleman come in today, and he has a house down in Florida. He's going down to Florida. His kids live down there, down by Tampa Bay, and he purchased an Equinox 600. And he goes, I gave him showing him how it worked. He goes, I may be coming back to get one for my wife, just like you were saying a minute ago.
Does he have
There's a
good
guy
sites?
buys a machine.
Does he have any good sites down here? I could give him a tutorial.
He's in the Tampa Bay area, so I don't know.
That's where I am.
Yeah,
Tampa
I know.
Bay area.
Well, yeah, you're just a little
Nowhere near you, Frank. He's in the Tampa Bay area.
I just want to know if he's got good sites. If you're going to do the beach, that's fine. But if he's got good sites, let me know.
Oh, you just want to read his site?
You can't hunt any freaking parks down there because everything's Indian this, Indian that. You can't go there.
You'd be surprised. They're actually, matter of fact, I was just recently shown one that everybody's like, there's nothing was ever here. In the meantime, I'm looking in the woods and I'm seeing like 300-year-old trees growing. I'm seeing palmetto plants and stuff from like. So I know there's something there, and it's going to get a little cooler here. Now I'm going to hit that part.
Yeah, you're going to go down there and do like you did in Jersey, make friends with people, and then start raiding their spots behind their back.
I don't ever do that. I'll raid their spots with them.
Oh wait, maybe that wasn't you I'm talking about.
That was somebody else.
God, this is what happens when we don't know what we're talking about. We just start saying
just ramble.
This stuff we shouldn't talk about.
Well, one new thing, we're going to be bringing Anderson Shafts on board.
Bringing Anderson Shafts on board, right?
Called me the other day, and we'll be getting some of their products in. So,
what did I have the Anderson shaft for? I had it for one of my machines. Was it for the
Excalibur?
No, you had it. You got one for the Equinox.
Equinox, yeah, I had. Yeah, and I loved it. I got to have that somewhere.
Didn't you you sold it? Didn't you?
I may have given it away. No, I never. I don't sell things. I rarely.
What's his name? I thought he bought it off you.
Jason Malloy.
Yeah.
It might have.
I think it went with that machine.
But that's Ryan Fazeka and his dad, good friends with Steve
Suzulik.
Zuzulak, and they're great guys. They're a great business. I mean, I just think there was a time that their productions had slowed.
Ryan Frazakis and Steve Zazulak. Where do I know those names from? Oh yeah,
TV show.
Expedition Unknown. Yeah, that's right.
Listen, I could really put it in my version of how you know them, but the
Those
FCC.
names rang a bell. They were on an Expedition Unknown episode with me. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, wait, weren't we on something else together too? Oh yeah, Secrets of the Dead. That's right.
Ronnie, you got any thoughts of Gravedigger tools? You got any of those?
I do not have them. You know, and I'm not knocking anything. They're just very heavy, and you know I'm at that age. The metal detector's heavy, so I don't need to carry extra weight around if I don't have to. They're fantastic tools. They're built very well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking them.
And what about selling them?
They're just a little heavy. Yeah.
What about selling them?
Well, I mean, I can, but you know, the Lesher are by far the number one sellers, and then right behind that is the Digger tools, and you know we encompass, you know, two major brands. I mean, we can bring another brand in, but you know, then
I didn't think
one against
I
the other.
didn't realize I was going to be that happy with that shovel. I mean, listen, let's face it. I had a shovel already. It was down at Frank's house. He said he was going to mail it back to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll probably never see that again. So I'm like, and I needed a shovel for the dig. So you had brought it. And as soon as I grabbed that thing, man, I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
And it is solid and it is heavy. And I like that it's solid and heavy because you want to be, I like to spike that thing in the ground and, you know, and I'm happier than I thought I would have been out of those two guys, especially them two.
Now they got a good one there.
But your shipping is incredible. You just got a kudos from Wayne Wilson. What happened with that? They needed something out there, and you got it to them immediately.
Yeah, well, again, you know, we're able to get stuff out, you know, and you know, we get it out in a timely fashion. But you know, with the holiday seasons, it's sometimes the delivery companies that may be a day or two slowing things up. But you know, that's just the way it is. But yeah, no, he purchased something. We got it out to him, and he got it quick. So
because I was talking to Frank like about what was that, about 2 weeks ago, Frank? I said, Frank, I need you to mail me something. He goes, oh yeah, I'll get it to you. And Frank, have you mailed it yet?
I did.
Bullshit.
I did. It went out this morning before I left.
It took you a week and a half to get it to me.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I see Shelly Williams is watching. Shelly, I've been putting messages out to you to get in touch with me. I have some stuff for you guys to give away for your show, and I ain't getting no responses from you.
Then just give it to me. Give it to me. I'll bring it to her.
Okay,
I promise I will. Yeah, I guess they didn't have a show last week because it was Thanksgiving. By the way, everyone had a good holiday. I didn't. I'm not serious. I'm serious. My Thanksgiving sucked. No, there's a lot more to my Thanksgiving than meets the eye. My friend Leo Diabundo, I know he was watching. If he's still watching, he was like a lifesaver because we went out to a restaurant and it just wasn't. I wasn't into it. And we had an argument about that tonight. But after the restaurant, we went to my wife's sister's house, and I was like, this is the place you can walk into. And I was at home. Boom, I'm right there. I'm at home. I'm on his couch. He got new couches. I got my feet up. Me and his dad are laying on the couches, you know, and that was kind of a savior for myself of that day. Where did you go, Ron?
We went over to the in-laws down in Point Pleasant.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A nice dinner over there, and
good.
Overate as usual. And we came home, and I had to get ready because Friday It's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Your
You know?
big Black Friday sales.
Yeah, yeah. We got
From
all
what I
that stuff
understand,
going, and plus bringing in a new line of products. You know, we have maybe 20 or 30 different SKUs we have to make up. We have to put everything up in a website, everything in the QuickBooks, pricing, all that stuff. It's just business, but
The
there's a
behind-
lot of work we're doing.
you got a lot of behind the scenes BS. that
right,
goes on.
exactly. A lot of stuff that a lot of our viewers
I know.
realize.
I know. Frank had a nice. Frank had a nice.
I had a very nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Celeste put her family out on loan to me, so I had her mom, her son. We ate like horses. It was great. My the Italian wedding soup went over big. See, I'll have to whisper this. That's what happens when you make real Italian food for Irish folks. They like it.
Minigons. You got to be kidding me.
Minigun.
So I have word, Ron. I don't know if I told you this, but I got a call today from one of our lovely members of Detect America, who said that they would really like us to come to their house and do a Christmas show.
Who was that?
That was none other than our wonderful friend Elaine Faunce.
I didn't even have to guess.
And you know what she said to me? She said the magic words.
What,
And-
pizza or lasagna?
Well, I don't know about that, but she said she'll make scuttle soup.
Well,
Oh,
Scuttle soup is wedding soup with the wedding soup light.
Yeah, well,
with beans,
Yeah, beans.
white beans.
and you know what'll make it? You know what'll be so good about it, Ron?
What is that?
You know what's gonna make our time there very nice?
What is
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. You know right where I'm going. Stay in Florida. Stay in Florida. Frank won't be there.
I'll have my feet up on the beach.
Oh, and that brings me to this. I put a post out on Detect America tonight. Frank is going to be kind enough to accept your emails with your Christmas wishes. And let's get them to him by
Wait a minute. I'm here. Look, I'm granting a few right now. Yeah. I granted a few Christmas wishes right now.
I want to let's get them emailed, but don't make them long. They can't be long. Like from our house to yours, Merry Christmas. You can't be like 3 minutes. And we're gonna have Frank make a collage that we can show.
You want video? You want video Christmas?
A video collage? Yeah, put your ass to work. And so what I want is I'd like everybody to do it when you're putting up your Christmas tree this year. Hey, break it. Have your detectors if you want. Do it, whatever you want. Make it in true. Oh, and you know who I want to do one? I want Rich Clark to make one too. I'm putting that. I want Rich Clark to do a Christmas wish, and email it to Frank. And maybe you can be on our collages.
Yeah, if you want to email.
And just a shout out to all our members who are members of the East Coast Research and Discovery Club. I believe Rich Clark is one of those members.
Well, he's one of them.
Don't forget to get your check-in for the holiday Christmas party on December the 13th. I will be at the event, and I'm going to give away a really nice door prize. So you got to be there to win it. So
if you need a door,
it's not a door.
Wait. All right, so explain this.
Yes.
They're having what? A holiday dinner?
Yeah, they actually have a formal dinner. They rent the restaurant. All the members pay X amount per person. There's usually wine and beer.
Okay, so that's to eat there.
What's that?
That's to eat. They're paying the money to eat there.
Yeah. It's in a restaurant. It's what I mean. They have service, everything. People serving the food and everything.
Yeah,
they do raffles. It's a really wonderful Christmas party.
Listen, you make sure you're at that door because I tell you what, Rich Clark is going to try and not pay. He's cheesy, okay? I'm just putting this out there, man. He's got to be watched because he's cheesy. That's all I'm saying. That guy will try and beat you for whatever money it costs. The South Jersey Metal Detecting Club is going to be the second Thursday of December. I don't know what date that is offhand. What's that? The 15th, maybe? Is that the 15th? No.
Hang on, I'm checking my calendar. I live by this thing.
Well, the 16th is a Friday.
Okay, the third what?
Second Thursday
Second Thursday that's the
of December.
15th. So that's 2 days after East Coast Research and Discoveries.
Well, I didn't say, just the second Thursday. I didn't say it was 2 days after the East Coast ECDR.
Yeah, it's well, that happens to be.
It's the 15th.
It's the 15th.
Okay. So that'll be in Barrington at I don't know. Do we get there earlier? Or
Elaine's house.
Yes. So, like I said, anybody interested in joining the South Jersey Club, you can always contact me, Ronnie. We'll get you over there. It'd be nice. We're having our Christmas dinner party and meeting. So that club is coming. I don't want to say coming back because it never really went anywhere, but that club is going to start making some new strides in 2013. So you'll be there, right, Ron?
I will try my best, weather
Good.
permitting. You know, that's a hell of a ride, and we're talking December.
Yeah.
Get
I
a
know.
nicey rain or
I
something
know.
like
It gets
that.
cold. It gets cold down here. You know, the seagulls get in my way.
Oh, you're still here, Frank. I didn't know that.
He's quiet tonight.
We're starting to have a lot of. We're going to have a lot of fun.
I've been driving all day. I haven't eaten yet.
I also got a call from our good friend Chuck Smalley today. He
Chuck,
told me
sir.
to invite you guys if you want.
Oh yeah.
They're having the Iowa Illinois Club is not having a big event this year. That's the one we attended last year.
Yeah.
But I can't think of the name. The Iowa Club,
Heartland.
Heartland. They're having one on May 20th. So they invited me up, and again they said to ask you guys if you want to come.
Now they haven't at the same spot.
No, they're having it up in Northern Illinois. They got a Boy
They were
Scout
talking
camp.
on Josh's show the other night. I thought for some reason I thought it was the same place.
No,
Oh,
they got-
I is going to have a small one there, probably.
right. I is going to have a small one this year.
You know what? You got it. Did Josh have a show last night?
Yeah.
Son of a gun, you guys got me, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lucky. You're lucky. The last thing, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Ron, but I'll be a maybe on that. Keep me informed. We can try and go.
Yeah, we're
But
going.
you know the
my wife
last
will
thing-
have you up there.
You know what the last thing Frank ever does is? You know the last thing Frank never sends me a message. Yet Josh is coming on soon.
I send you a message about Josh almost every week.
No, you don't. You
I
lie.
do so. I always text you and say Josh is live.
Yeah, okay, Josh. Yeah, you got lucky with me. See, Sunday night I was watching Yellowstone at 8:00. Are you lucky? I forgot. I get in there. We have a ball on that show.
Oh man, I forgot to watch Yellowstone. I have to go back and watch.
Tomorrow night, KG and Ringy are having a show. I don't know. I don't know running and gunning time, but you guys might want to check that out. I'm gonna
They're
be in
usually
there.
7:30.
30, I think. Yeah, so we got to get in there and see our good friends KG and Ringy and trash their show.
Scott McClory, are you from that area? I see. He says it's the Boy Scout by Galena in Iowa.
Boy Scout camp. Yeah, Scott knows because he used to be one of those Boy Scout.
Weren't we near Galena? Oh,
Yeah.
that's where Chuck's from.
Chuck's Hunt, but it was north. I think Galena was north of where Chuck's Hunt was.
Yeah.
And that's a great little town, man. I mean, that place is. I mean, they got.
He told me the other night. He goes, "You got to come." He goes, "They make candy corn there in all flavors, every flavor you can imagine."
Scott lives near there, just by the border, but he used to be the head scoutmaster there, from what I understand. So
Okay. Yeah, okay.
he knows he knows the area real well.
Yeah,
so
they got a great Italian. Let me tell you something. They got a great Italian restaurant.
What are you trying to like?
That's right, Galesburg. I'm getting Galena and Galesburg confused.
You trying to what are you trying to do? Get me hungry to go?
Dude, let me tell you something. It compares to our restaurants in Jersey and New York. That's how good it is.
Rich Clark is making meatballs.
Who's cooking meatballs?
Rich Clark.
Rich Clark.
Yeah. Everybody get there before Steve gets there.
Dude, here's the question. Should I really trust a meatball that Rich Clark hands me?
Yeah, I would eat one of Rich's meatballs. I have no problem. You, on the other hand, I might have
Like-
a tester.
Yeah, like I got to pick the meatball, not him. I can't see. I don't know. That guy's out to get me. I know it. He's got it out for me one way or the other. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, we got Christmas coming up, so Thanksgiving's out of the way. Pretty soon it'll be Christmas, and
Oh God, it's only 3 weeks.
then it'll be 2023. And
Yeah.
then we got a winter time to go through. All right, listen, if you have not, let's all hit the like button. I'm going to start getting everything ready for the wheel. I've got the names of the folks in the YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube channel and you want to put, I've already got everybody in there. So if you're new and you want to get your names going, make sure you hit the like button. We know you don't really like the show if you hit the like button, but we'd like you to hit it. Where are you going? The box I'll never get a hold of ever again.
So we got everything
Yeah.
in here from silver dollars, trifectas, Indians, steel
I'll
pennies,
resend you my address just to make
large
sure they get
cents,
here.
buffaloes.
I
silver
heard
dollars.
I heard I was never allowed near any of those boxes ever again.
Well, it just seems since I got them, it's easy for me to mail. Everybody will get their stuff.
Yeah, I just think maybe a couple of those gold ones you should send to Florida for safekeeping.
Yeah.
We still got coins here. I still have coins here.
Well, like I
Good.
said, this is the new batch. So I had made a suggestion when we talked last time that we should try to do something like give one away in the middle of the show and one at the end of the show. This way people don't come in last minute trying to win. They stay along,
Yeah.
follow the show.
But don't you realize Frank just never shuts up? Look, here we go. He's answering the phone.
No, I didn't answer it.
It's you get nothing but spam calls.
No, this was my son.
Oh. He's calling to say the pipe burst again.
Yeah, he said, Dad, remember that pipe you fixed? Well, we have a swimming pool now.
It got worse, yeah. All right, so I'm going to take the names down for the giveaways, and then we'll just have a little bit of fun.
Just give away. I don't have anything prepared. I literally got in this house 10 minutes before.
Ronnie, keep going. Ronnie's got a
I'm
whole-
ready.
Well, I'm just saying, we still have coins here, don't forget.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
hang on.
Ronnie,
Hang on to them. We're not
So,
going to
I got,
We-
I got a bunch of trifectas here.
listen, we have a lot of people in here right now, which is great. I think this is great. I guess winter's coming along and everybody's starting to.
And you know what I found interesting too? The numbers that we get on on Digit, the numbers we get on YouTube, they're not included in that number.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're rocking. I know Big League Tibbs is here. Big League Tibbs said he gave away 2 legends for Christmas. So Frank, you want to give him my address when you get a chance?
Yeah, Bigley, I'll give it to you. Steve's got a Dunedin address. So
No.
wait
he
a minute,
doesn't.
what's he sending you?
Well, he said he gave away 2 legends for Christmas. I'm just,
I know he popped over here one day with a brand new legend. I updated it for him.
Good. Now he knows where you live.
It's not him I keep the address from. It's only you.
I just hope he comes over and uses your bathroom. That's all I want.
Listen, I have me bathroom, Sue bathroom. What can I tell?
All right. So what are we giving out first? Somebody
All right.
throw-
We're gonna. How much time we got? Okay, we're gonna give away 4 things tonight. We got an Indian
Okay.
head penny. We got a buffalo nickel. We got a silver Washington quarter and a walking $50. All right, Frank, you saved the trifecta. I got trifectas here, but we don't want to give everything all away in one night.
Yeah, I got some trifecta. I think I got to go through. I got some quarters. I think I still got some stuff here.
All right. So on the block first, Detective
All right, we
America,
got an Indian head penny.
Indian head penny.
Hang on a second. The old man's got to get his eyes out.
This guy's won a couple of times before too. Chris Hausman. Chris Hausman, you have 1 minute to respond. Either I, Frank, or Ronnie have to see you in the chat. So Chris Hausman, 1 minute to grab yourself an Indian head penny.
The 1907.
Oh, 1877. That's a great year.
That was Ronnie's Sweet 16 party.
That's right.
That is probably the first penny he ever made. So Chris Hausman, we got you at 1 minute, 30 seconds left. We got to get you in there. Got to see you post. And then we got three
I'm
more.
having a few cheese balls as my appetizer.
Yeah, that's nice. Just eat cheese balls without me. You know how much I like cheese balls.
Well, I opened them last night, and I left this morning, so they were left on the table. So right now they're rubber cheese balls.
Yeah, well, Ron, if you want to start giving them throughout the show, remind me. You know why we didn't do that way before? And Chris Hausman, your name is null and void. It's been over a minute. You know why we didn't do it that way before? Because it used to take forever for me to copy the names. For some reason, boom, now it's done in a flash.
We don't necessarily want to break the stride of a guest, but when we don't have a guest, hell yeah.
Oh, when we don't, yeah, no. When there's a guest, we guessed it up.
Yep.
All right, Indian head penny, new name being picked right now. Is it me? I win, and I'm here.
Yeah, probably first one for you too.
I just like to see if I'm chosen. That's why my name's on the wheel. Maury Hansen.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Maury Amsterdam.
You know what? Maury Hansen is on YouTube. So, Maury, you got 1 minute to answer up, and I'm watching YouTube for your answer too. So, we got to get a response. We like our folks to be here. And no, Tom Davis. Oh, okay. That I got to give the Canadian disclaimer. By entering our contest, Maury
Hansen is here.
Maury's here. So he's in for the Indian head penny. If you live in Canada, we do not ship to Canada anymore. By entering our contest, you are agreeing to paying the shipping to Canada. If not, your prize is forfeited.
Now, Maury, you can private message me your address so we know where to send this. Because if you don't contact me,
Now,
after
don't
1
go
week,
shipping them real fast now and making me look bad.
you don't
It ain't
think
hard
he'll
to do
be out
that.
in the mail tomorrow, buddy.
Maury lives in Iowa. All right, here we go. Next prize is going to be the buffalo. The wheel is spinning. I could sing like cha-cha-cha-cha, like oh, this is my sweetheart, Carolyn Cowling.
All right, Carolyn.
My neighbor detectorist. She doesn't live too far away from Carolyn Cowling.
Tom Davis has an American address.
Yeah, Tom Davis has an American address.
Yeah.
He'll move to America to simply.
No, he has a southern address that he visits. So.
Yeah, I know, but he'll move to America just to accept prizes from Detect America. What do you get? All right, so Carolyn Cowling, she always watches the show, and if she's not here to answer up, I'll be so surprised. She's fun, Ron, isn't she? She's really nice, easy going.
Yep, absolutely.
Shelley will drive Tom Davis.
Carolyn Cowling's here.
All right, Carolyn, make sure you PM me your address. Now, everybody, house rule by Steve's rule. You have 1 week to claim your prize. If we don't hear from you, that prize goes back up on the board.
It was never really my rule, but I like it.
I thought you said that.
I did.
No. Frank said it.
Yeah,
all right.
Claiming a week, it goes back in the pool.
There you go.
And don't forget, we also have a rule that we can change the rules at any time.
Well, that's true. This one's nice.
I do real good. I do real good with the rules. All right.
I got
for a silver quarter.
1950 Washington quarter. Really, really good looking coin. Nice.
Ooh. John Barile, Barile. John Barile. I'm going to say Barile.
Oh yeah, I recognize that name.
John Barile. We met him in Florida, didn't we?
Uh-huh. In
Yeah.
Florida, his name was Burrell.
Well, I don't know, but as long as he answers up within 1 minute, he'll win a silver quarter from thegoldiggermetaldetectors.com. Your go-to guy for all your metal detecting needs.
There he is.
Oh, he's here. Yeah,
John, be sure to PM me your address
within a week,
within a week.
or Frank gets your prize.
Woohoo!
All right, here we go. We're going to do the last one, then we'll sign off for the night.
Frank's got to eat.
A nice 1 hour. It was a nice 1 hour show. We actually talked about metal detecting.
You got a real nice 1943 walking half dollar.
I like them.
Chicago Digger just signed in. Hey, Chicago Digger.
Oh, hey, Chicago Digger. Nice to see you. I don't know who he is.
Chicago Digger.
All right, here
Oh,
we
you
go. I don't know. Now, this is a big question of whether we like this person or not, because I think she's busted my chops a few times. Shannon Bortner. Shannon Bortner.
No, not Shannon.
Phil,
I really think she's.
Yeah, pretty sure she's here. She just congratulated the guy before her.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
she's here. Good. So she wins the half dollar at my expense, probably.
Oh, Shannon. What a shock. You won something. Shannon wins everything.
That's
She
good.
wins
She does.
everything.
And now you met her out in Illinois, right? Her
I
and
did. Her
yes,
husband
yes.
Phil.
Phil. Yeah, good.
And Shannon, be sure to PM me your address.
We get around a lot on this show, don't we?
I try to get around as much as I can. I know that.
I gotta, I'll see about Illinois. I don't,
I know they're limited. They limited their events to like 200 people. So
yeah, you gotta understand it. The economy's starting to kill me, dude.
I'll tell you what. One thing I don't realize is I looked up the mileage from here to there.
It's the same, I'll bet.
From Jersey to there. How is it the same amount of miles? How is it the same amount of time?
I believe
you
it.
could go straight up versus coming in from
Yeah,
the
it's
side.
like 20. It's a 20-hour drive.
It was the same. The funny thing was, it was the same amount of distance from Florida, from where was it, Gainesville? We looked at from
Yeah,
for
it's
same
about
amount,
almost the exact same miles.
900 and some miles. Yeah, and you're going in a different direction. But I don't see me driving out there.
That is.
I see me
drive
I see me sitting about 40 rows behind Ron on the plane.
on the wing.
Ron will toast you as they give him those little glasses of champagne.
But that's the thing. I mean, if I don't go, it's because of the expense, man. The economy is just really starting to get me. It's hitting me hard.
Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah, I won't let it win, but it honestly does. It pulls me down a little bit in life because, and you know why? I don't necessarily think about me per se. I start to say to myself, if it's this bad for me, what about the people that aren't as privileged as me? I mean,
I
let's
will
face
admit,
it.
the gas had gone up here a little bit, and it went back down again this week.
I'm lucky in life, and I've been blessed. But there's a lot of people that aren't in the same shoes as me, and I'm like, if it's this bad for me, what about others? You know?
Yep, absolutely.
So that's the only. Because then you know.
Dan Graham, how you doing, Dan?
You know what happens is
Dan Graham.
remember the first times we went to Florida, Frank? It was just me. Now all of a sudden, my wife's like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to go to Illinois. And she'll be like, oh, okay, I want to go.
Yeah.
Where did you hear the invite?
Does she buy dog food and dog treats when she goes to Illinois?
Yeah, probably. If he finds a damn dog to feed him to.
I'll tell you, actually, my wife likes to go up, especially with Chuck Smalley, because they're good friends. So Chuck Smalley's wife, and a lot of times they go shopping while we're doing the event. So if you want to bring your wife, she's more than welcome.
Yeah, throw her out there. Yeah, well, that seems to be the new thing too. My wife's like, "Is Lisa going? Because I want to go." And then Lisa's like, "Well, tell her to go." So those two start causing trouble.
Yeah. But you got to admit, it's a good way to see the country and meet a lot of really interesting people.
Illinois?
Illinois is not so bad. They're known for their
Is that
Chicago pizzas.
Is that in the top 10 of places to visit in the U.S.?
Well, I would stay out of the Chicago area. That's
Listen.
for sure.
There was about 12 hours of my trip to Illinois that like I want to lose my mind on that trip. Oh my God. I've never been on a more desolate road in my life.
No, you're talking about driving there, yeah. I'm talking about what about
big,
being there,
it's a
though?
big state, and a lot of things you don't realize it. I mean, it goes all the way up to Wisconsin, and
There-
we never go up that far. It's a long
For
state.
like 12 hours on this road, this one length of road, the absolute positive, most exciting thing I saw was the Blue Buffalo dog food factory sign. Then somebody up there was telling me, yeah, you're not allowed, they don't have billboards. Like, at least it's something to read.
Something to look at while you're driving down the road. Someone
Hey.
said they're called Illinoisans.
Annoyance.
You're really Illinoising me, Frank. And it says this time of year the Illinoisans want to go to Florida.
Hell annoyance.
Yeah, Illinois. But you don't get a better guide. One of the reasons if I do go will be Chuck. And when you don't get a better guy than Chuck and his wife's a doll too, they're the greatest.
They're a good bunch of people up that way.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Chuck will never do you wrong. You know me. I just like good, happy, honest people.
And you got Frank.
And Frank.
The other Frank, the winemaker.
Juarez.
Yeah. Oh, John Woods.
What do they call him? Tony what? Tony?
Oh, what was his nickname?
Frizzoli? Tony Frizzoli.
Tony Frizzoli.
And
then John White will probably be up that way.
He's a good guy, man. He's fun.
Yeah.
He's
John's changing his name to John the Beard.
John the Beard.
What I heard.
The Beard.
The Beard. So that should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, look, Michelle Heyman says, go through Indiana, pick me up. I'll pay for the gas. That's a lie. You've seen the price of gas.
Frank's got to swing by and pick Steve up.
No.
The way I look at the map, I think
Stay,
it's the same distance if I go to Jersey and then over too.
stay away from me. Watch, it's less mileage if you pick me up.
Yeah, if I go to Jersey first, I hear it takes like 30 miles.
I do already miss when the gray truck not coming around the corner going detecting.
Yeah, well, bring the red truck down here.
If I do, it's going to be on a silver alert because I was ready to just jump in the damn car today and take off.
Yeah, it's starting to get cold now.
Yeah. Woo.
No, I just hate my family. I just want to. It has nothing to do with weather. Oh my God, they're killing me. So, what do you got to say, Ron?
Tom Davis got something to say there. Who jumped after the prize?
What you got?
Let's see. I have a Roman coin for those who have stayed late. Steve P.
And was that Tom Davis?
Yeah, Tom Davis. It's right. Scroll up about 4, 5, or 6 up.
I saw.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, what I'm going to do is I will recopy the names.
Here's the thing. Tom might actually ship to people in Canada.
You know what? I don't know if it recopies the names or not. All right. Well, they're not here. They're not here. They're going to. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I got the wheel going. So we are. Tom ships to the U.S.
Yeah, and even on these coins, I mean, this isn't too bad to ship to Canada. You know, 'cause I can get these in envelopes.
All right, you made that mistake.
Trifecta?
You made that mistake.
That trifecta? I can quote the exact price: $15.75.
Jesus
What do you
God.
put them in?
I put it in an envelope, a regular envelope.
A letter envelope.
Now, well, it might have been in Manila, but it was small.
And that used
It
to
was
be
1
cheaper.
ounce. It was a 1 ounce letter.
That used to be cheaper. All right, I'm going to pick the name for
They're
a rum
usually,
and coin.
I hate to tell you, it's usually like $1.50.
Dude, it cost me $15.75, the slowest way I could ship it.
Okay, well, speaking of Scoutmaster McClory, Scoutmaster McClory, if you're still here, Scoutmaster Scott McClory has 1 minute to claim his prize by Tom Davis, which they're kind of close. Maybe Scott can go pick it up from him. You're gonna take your passport with you. You know what? I got a feeling my passport's almost expired.
I know, mine's close.
I'll bet you it is.
Shelly's birthday, I understand, on the 5th.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's right.
that's great. Well, Scott McClory's not here, so we get to pick someone else.
Scott's here.
No, he's not. He's not here.
All right, so that
All
one.
right. Tom, you're gonna mail that out to Scoutmaster McClory with his little
He's right over the border, man.
That's what I mean. I think
Get
Tom
one of
Davis.
those wrist rockets, you can shoot it to his house.
I think we should all go to the border and see if Tom can launch him across the Niagara River.
We should all go up there and do a show from Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah. Scott
We'll
goes
be like
shut
the,
it, Steve.
we'll be like the Wheel of Fortune. you
Scott
know?
goes shut it. Scott's mad at me now. Almost done. Why? What's the matter? All right. It's time to go.
Time for bed.
I gotta eat.
No, I gotta go snuggle with my granddaughter.
You're going to snuggle with your wife. Who you kidding?
I'm going to go snuggle with a pizza.
I snuggle with the dog before I snuggle with my wife. But all right, I'm gonna log out. You guys can say goodbye. I gotta go real quick. So
All right,
I'm
everybody.
out. Peace out. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
All righty.
Bye, Steve.
All right, so all the winners tonight, be sure you PM me your addresses. This way we can get these things out. I
Don't
promise you.
PM and then yell at me.
All right, so we're good to go. Everybody, we had a great night. Christmas is around the corner. Don't wait till the day before Christmas to order your metal detectors for your loved ones, because
I
I'll tell you
can
what.
tell. It's right around the corner. I walked outside and the chill outside.
Yeah, what's it, about 72?
73, actually.
What did I tell you? All right, guys.
It's way colder in my house right now. I think it's about 66 with the air conditioner blast.
Oh God. All right, everybody. I'm gonna say good night, and
Yeah,
thanks
we're
for
just going to
watching.
go right now. So we'll see you guys next week. Maybe we get a guest. I hope we have a lot of sick guests apparently.
well, maybe we can bring some of our viewers on.
We can do that too. I know. D-Lec was scheduled to come on. D-Lec her quote was, "I've been deathly ill."
Okay.
But we will. Listen, it's Christmas time. We got plenty to do.
Yeah. We gotta have Rich Clark come on.
I think he might be doing that as we get closer.
Okay.
But I think that's a great idea.
There you go. That would be great.
In uniform.
All right, everybody. Good night.
See you guys.